You get asked, "What are you doing for your birthday?" And you smile and say, "Nothing special." Sometimes people react. Sometimes they don't understand. If that's you, this video is a warm space to explore why that feels right for some people and not for others. I'll gently walk you through 3 common reasons and a small reflection that can help you understand your own feelings. No pressure, only curiosity. Maybe you once looked forward to a birthday and felt quietly disappointed. That's a natural human experience. If it happened more than once, your mind may have learned to protect you by lowering expectations. Psychologists sometimes describe this as a protective coping pattern. In classic research, psychologist Martin Seligman explored how repeated disappointments can slowly change what we expect from certain situations. This is not a flaw. It's your brain's thoughtful way of protecting you. It quietly says, "Maybe I shouldn't hope too much so I won't feel hurt." That kind of response can feel like emotional armor. It keeps you steady. And at the same time, if a part of you still wishes things had felt warmer or more special, that's completely valid too. Protection and longing can exist together. Sometimes, simply acknowledging those memories can feel surprisingly calming. Not to relive the disappointment, but just to recognize that your mind was doing its best to take care of you. But there's another reason birthdays can feel like an ordinary day. Sometimes life is simply full. When your attention is focused on meaningful responsibilities, projects, relationships, or challenges, certain dates can quietly slip by. Our attention works a bit like a spotlight. When it's shining on important parts of life, other things naturally sit outside the beam. Psychologists sometimes describe this as time blindness. It doesn't mean you don't care about yourself. Often it simply means your life is full of things that matter. If you've ever forgotten your birthday because you were focused on work, family, or something important to you, that's not uncaring. It may simply reflect how much you're holding in your life. And then there's a third group of people. These are the ones who simply feel content without an annual spotlight. For them, a birthday doesn't carry a strong emotional need, not because they're distant or cold, but because their sense of value already feels steady. Researchers who study motivation, such as Richard Ryan and Edward Dietschy, describe how some people develop a strong sense of inner well-being. Their happiness comes more from within, from purpose, relationships, and personal growth, rather than from external moments of recognition. For people like this, joy can show up on ordinary days. A quiet evening, meaningful work, time with someone they care about, or even a peaceful moment alone can feel just as fulfilling as a celebration. And when someone feels that kind of inner steadiness, they may not need a calendar to remind them that they matter. Of course, all 3 experiences are valid. Some people protect themselves from disappointment, some are just busy living full lives, and some feel comfortable and whole without needing special recognition. Sometimes it can help to gently ask yourself which experience feels closest to your own. You might ask yourself, do I secretly wish for a celebration but hold back because I don't want to risk disappointment? Do birthdays simply pass by because life has been busy and full? Or do I genuinely feel calm and content without needing that kind of attention? None of these answers make you better or worse than anyone else. They're simply small clues about how your mind has learned to relate to certain moments in life. If you have a quiet minute, you could try a small reflection. Think about your last birthday. Notice the first feeling that appears. Maybe it's warmth. Maybe it's a calm neutrality. Or maybe there's a small ache. Whatever feeling shows up, just notice it without judging it. If it feels warm, that's something to appreciate. If it feels neutral, that's perfectly okay too. And if there's a small ache, that might simply be your mind reminding you of something it once hoped for. Responding to yourself with kindness in moments like this can be more meaningful than any celebration. So whether someone celebrates loudly, quietly, or not at all, each path can be valid. Some people love birthdays, some people prefer a peaceful day, and some people don't think about it much at all. What matters most is whether your way feels honest to you. If this video helped you feel understood, leave a single word in the comments: protection, busy, or calm. That small response helps others feel less alone.